Fresh Start fam, welcome back to my channel. My name is April and this is April's Fresh Start Budgets. Today we are doing my side hustle stuffing, which I would not have if it wasn't thanks to all of you amazing people for watching the videos, liking, commenting, hitting that subscribe button, and for buying items on my Etsy shop. Thank you guys so much. I can't wait to share with you how much we made this month. All right, Fresh Start fam, I am going to zoom you in here a little bit and we are going to talk all about what I did with my side hustle money and how much I made. So again, thank you guys so much. None of this would be possible if it wasn't for you guys. Sorry, now I can see that my desk is really dirty. All right, so this is for my October side hustle money. I am doing bi-weekly payments from Etsy. So on October 6th, I got a payout from Etsy of $210.24. On October 20th, I got a payout from Etsy of $235.84. And on October 21st, I got my YouTube check of $231.70. Meaning for October, I had a total side hustle income of $677.78. So I took 30% right off the top and I put that into my Ally account in a bucket for taxes. That was $203. Minus, I also took out the Junior payment. So Junior is my 9-year-old son and he has 9 items for sale in my Etsy. Anytime he makes a sale, Mom pays 100% of the taxes and the Etsy fees, and Junior gets 100% of those monies. So Junior payouts totaled $71 for the month of October. And then I take out $70 for business expenses, such as my Canva subscription, my ink subscription. I also have money going towards giveaways for my channel, money going towards saving for my PO box, that type of stuff. So I do a straight $70 every month for that. So after I minus all of those expenses, I am left with $333.78. So I split it in half and rounded down. And the way that I am doing this is I am having half of this money go towards something fun, vacation, and half of this money go towards something that is a have to do, which is my emergency fund. So this month we are putting $166 into our vacation and $166 to go into our emergency fund. And again, I would not have any of this if it was not for you guys. So thank you so very much from the bottom of my heart for all of the likes, comments, subscribes, everything, for buying things on Etsy, for downloading free items in Ko-fi. All of it pays off. So thank you guys so much. I am completely blown away. Let me zoom you guys out here so you're not just watching my hands. It's super zoomed in speed there. All right. So I would not have any of this if it wasn't for you guys, and I am so eternally grateful as we go into November. This is a month to remember and be grateful, and I want you guys to know that I am so grateful for you. It is just absolutely mind-boggling to me that my hobby of budgeting and, something that I did out of necessity to be able to make it as a single mom when I was younger is now generating almost what would equal a full paycheck when I first started. In fact, my first ever mortgage on my first ever house that I bought when I was 24 back in 2006 was just under $700 a month. So my side hustle money for this month would have covered my mortgage back then. And that to me is just absolutely mind-boggling, because there were months when I didn't know how I was going to do it and I had to scrounge and save and find a way to cut corners on certain things as a single mom back then. So it's not lost on me that this is just absolutely incredibly generous of you guys and how far I've come. It's not lost on me whatsoever. So let's go ahead and we're going to do, in that spirit, we're going to start off with our emergency fund, because I don't want to ever be in that position again. We got into debt a few years ago. If you guys are new to my channel, we got into debt a few years ago because my son needed vision therapy and it was not covered by insurance. So he needed it to the tune of about $1,100 to $1,200 a month extra that was not covered by insurance. And trust me, I work in insurance department for a hospital, and I fight these things all day. So I really, really, really tried, but it was not something that they were going to cover, unfortunately. So we had to pay for it out of pocket because he needed it, and we were going to definitely take care of that no matter what. So unfortunately, he needed that for about 18 months, and we cash flowed what we could, but we definitely ended up in debt because not only were we having to pay for the appointments and everything, but we were having to drive him there, and it was a couple times a week in the evening times. So sometimes we would just be exhausted on the way home and pick up fast food on the way home. We were in a rough spot there for a little bit, but you know, it was not something that was life-threatening or anyway. So we made the most of it, you know what I mean? And we absolutely actually loved watching him do the therapies because they would do these exercises with him, and it just amazing to see how hard he worked and everything like that at these things. And he loved it. He absolutely loved it. So we ended up in over $14,000 worth of debt, unfortunately, because of that. But once he graduated from the vision therapy, we did two things. Number one, we took a really nice vacation. It was actually our first cruise. We went to Legoland in Florida, and then we drove from the Tampa area where Legoland is. It's kind of between Tampa and Orlando, down to Miami, and we hopped on a cruise ship, and that was our first ever cruise. And then we came home from there, and we buckled down to pay off our debt. And I thought it would take us a year, maybe two. We were able to get it done in 10 months. 2 months would have been incredible, but no, we got it done in 10 months. So we were debt free. And once we hit debt free, I started my channel. And trust me, I'm kicking myself. Honestly, I wish I would have started it when we were going through the therapy, and you guys would, because this environment, this community is so positive and so uplifting. I really could have used you guys back then to tell me that it was okay. I mean, we were going to do what Junior needed to have done anyways, but there was so much mom guilt over, yes, you're doing the right thing by your son, but what are you doing for your son's future and your family's future by going into debt to do it? So it was a time that I really struggled, definitely a lot. So I'm just so grateful. And now we are buffing up this emergency fund to be able to never be in that situation again, where if Junior needs any more therapies or anybody in our family has any sort of issue, we have the money. We have the money in our emergency fund. We have the money in our sinking funds. We have the money in our high yield savings account. We have the money to be able to just pay for it and not end up back in debt. If I did end up back in debt, I at least now know how to get out of debt. So not only is this to prevent myself from going back into debt, but this is to show me that this method works if you are in debt. So we are working on our emergency fund. We have the $166 right here. Let's count it to make sure. 20, 40, 60, 81. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, and 66. So we have our $166 that we're going to put into our emergency fund today. And I think I am going to skip over, you know what, let's just do one. I think I said that last time. I was like, I'm going to skip over this part because we're making great progress on it. And then I ended up just drawing one. And I do like that. I think I'm going to just draw one of our discs from our 100 envelope challenge. So I'm going to shake this up, and we are going to draw a disc to see which of our 100 envelope challenges envelopes we are going to close today. Okay, we have either number 69 or number 19. 69 is done, so we're going to do number 19. So let me go ahead and just keep track of this on the calculator as well. So we're going to do 166 minus 19. So we'll have $147 left over. That is still a really good amount. Let me get out my marker. Okay, so we're going to do the 19 on here. And now, because the 69 is done and the 19 is done, this is a completed disc. So I actually did bring out my completed disc box so that you guys could see how many discs we've completed so far. Isn't that amazing? We've actually completed quite a few, so that's really good. So let me go ahead and take $1 out of here, and then we'll put in a 20. Okay, so we have $1 coming out and we'll put in a 20. I'm not going to count this up today, only because we're just putting in 20 or 19. So we'll wait until Saturday until we count that up again. So now with the remaining $147, we are going to work on our other challenges. If you guys missed my Monday video, I went ahead and, yes, it was Monday. We went ahead and we did the finishing up the Halloween challenges in here. So if these challenges are different, that is because you guys may have missed my Monday video where I finished up those Halloween challenges and we replaced them with 2 new ones. But we're going to start here. We have a Boston Terrier challenge. This is from my friend Ren over at Mischief Managed Budgets. And I have this because I have 2 Boston Terriers. We have Loki and Leia. This is going to save us $100 total. So I think I am going to roll a dice, and that's going to tell me how many spaces I am going to color in. Whoop. We have Cruz, our emotional support chicken. He just decided to take a little nap. Actually, I butted him. I knocked him over. So let's go ahead and roll this dice and see how many spaces we're going to color in. 6. Oh, wow. Okay, we're going to do 6 spaces. So let me go ahead and do this. I'm going to do 5, 10, 15, and then let's do 2 for 17, 3 for 20, and 5 for 25. All right, so we have 5, 10, 15, 20, and then 2 and 3 make 25. So we are going to put in 25 into this one. So we have 20 and 5. Okay, so let me subtract the 25 on that. Okay, so we have $22 left, and we have started this one for Boston Terrier. All right, let's go to our next challenge. We're going to start this one from Becca Budgets 777. Your little ray of sarcastic sunshine has arrived. Yes, indeed. All right, so let's go ahead and scratch. We are going to scratch a couple of these. If we get under 5 or under 5, we'll scratch again. If we get 5 or more, we'll just move on to the next one. Okay, that's a 6, so we're just going to do 1 for right now. All right, so we'll do 5 and 6. I'm going to leave the challenge out just in case I come around to it again. Ooh, okay, so let's go ahead and do one of these. So let me subtract the 6. Okay, so we have $116 left. So let's go ahead and do, do I want to finish this one up? No, I don't think I'm going to finish this one up quite yet. It has been in here since I started this emergency fund binder, but I do have some other challenges in here that I would like to continue on. And I love this one. I'm in no rush to like finish it because it's really cute with the strawberry shortcake. So I'm just going to do 1 for now. If we come around to it, we'll obviously do another one, but okay, there we go. So let's see if I do. All right, so I'm going to pull out 2 5s and I'm going to put in a 20. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to put this one right here. That one is from Lisa Grateful Me and the Happy Mailbox Co. So I'm going to subtract the 10. Okay, so we have 106 left. Oh, nope, this one needs to go in this envelope. Put it right there for now. All right, so this is the one that I kind of want to put a little bit of money into because each letter is worth $5. So we do have quite a bit of letters to go. I am going to do 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and $30 into here. So I'm going to do the next letter in the series. Okay, there we go. So again, that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. So we have 20, 25, and 30 going into this one. And this is from Snow Gardener 307. So we are going to put this in here. Okay, just like that. And then I'm going to leave this to dry while I go to the next challenge. All right, the next one is called Nigel's Nuts, and this is from our friend Liz over at Liz and Less. So let's go ahead and see. We are doing, oh, let me subtract the 30 from that one. Okay, so we have 76 left. We are doing the highest number available, which it looks like is a 15. But let's go ahead and do 2 of these. So let's do this 15. And let's do this 10. So we'll put 25 in here. Okay, so we have minus 25. Okay, so we'll have $51 left. We have 20 and 5 going into this one. All right, so there we go. We got the 25 in there, and I will come around and count each one up after we allocate the money into it. So this is the next one that I kind of want to put a little bit of money into today. We have this one from Jerry over at One Frugal Introvert. We've been working on this one since the beginning of the emergency fund binder. And so I'm going to roll a dice and we are going to see what numbers we're going to fill in. Maybe we'll do about $30 into this one. All right, so let's go ahead and see. We have a 2. Okay, I'm going to move these back and then I'm going to move up the money. So 1 and 2. 4. Okay, put a 1 back, bring up a 5. Okay, so that's 6, so I'm going to subtract 6 from the calculator. 45 left. 5. Okay, pull up a 5, subtract 5. Okay, so we have 40 left. 4. Okay, so I'm going to put back a 1, bring up another 5, subtract 4. Whoop, subtract 4. Okay, so we have 36 left. Another 4. Okay, so let me do 1, 2, 3, 4. And minus another 4. Okay, so we have 32 left. Let's do maybe 2 more. Okay, that's a 2. Oh, I almost colored in the 3 there. Okay, so there we go. So let me pull up 1 and 2. And then we'll subtract the 2, which means we have $30 left. All right, let's do 1 more. And that's another 2. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to put back 1, 2, 3, bring up a 5, and subtract another 2. So we have $28 left to go into our emergency fund. And then this one today got, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 21, 22, and $23. That is really good. Let me go ahead and leave that just like that. All right, so now we should have 28. Let's make sure that we do. We have 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Perfect. All right, so let's go ahead and we will actually finish this one. This one is from my Etsy. This is the A6 size set of Taco Bell challenges. So this is Belle eating a plate of tacos and she's saying, I'm about to go beast mode on these beauties. So let's go ahead and finish this one up. We have a 1. We have a 2, so we're at a total of 3. We have another 2, so we're at a total of 5. We have another 3, so we're at a total of 8. A 2, so we're at a total of 10. A 1, so we're at 11. A 1, so we're at 12. A 1, so we're at 13. A 2, so we are at 15. And a 1, so we are at $16 to go into this one. 5, 10, 15, and 16. So now this one should have saved us a total of $120. Let's see if it did. Let me subtract the 16 from here. So we have 12 left after this. 20, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Oh my goodness. Okay, hold on. I knew one of them had an extra dollar at one point, so I can't remember where that was, but that's okay. We have 20, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 1, 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, so we have our $120 and we have ourselves a completed savings challenge. That is awesome. I absolutely love that. So this one is completed. We will move that over to go into our completed savings challenge box. And we will put $1 up here to go into our Ding 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 box at the end. So we need to get out another challenge. Let's go ahead and I'm actually going to start a Christmas challenge. I don't know if we'll finish this up before Christmas, but it is super cute. It is from Becca Budget 777. It is a save 35 and this is smile while you still have teeth. That is super cute. So we are going to put that one right in there. All right, so we have $12 left. Actually, I think we're going to finish this one as well. So this one only needs $4 to finish. Let's go ahead and do this one. This one is from Budgeting Mom of Girls. We're going to do this two and this two. So this one should have saved us a total of $50. We're going to put in 1, 2, 3, 4. And that should be the $50 that we need. We have 20, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, and 50. We do. Wow. So we finished 2 today. That is so good. So we are going to put a paperclip on this. We have another completed savings challenge to go into our completed savings challenge box and another $1 to go into our Ding 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 box at the end. So that one was kind of like my catch-all a little bit. So I do want to start another one that has pretty low amounts. Let's go ahead and do, this one is called a 30-day savings challenge. We're definitely not doing this in 30 days, but this has 1s and 2s on there for a total of $45. So we'll go ahead and start this one. This one came, I believe, in a digital from the Honeydew Hive. That was a sign up that I did online for like an email news. And then every once in a while, she'll send a free savings challenge out. So check that out. As far as all the other creators, I will have a link to them in the description box below. So let's go ahead and subtract the 4 that we put in that last one. We should have $8 left. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this last 8 in this one from Jerry over at One Frugal Introvert. So I do want to color in the 3 that I kind of messed up on a little bit there and started to color in. So there's that one. And then let's go ahead and do this 5. So that'll be 8. The 3 and the 5, that'll be 8, right? All right, so that will subtract the 8. Perfect. We have 0. We spent all of our money. We have put this in here. Let's go ahead and count this one to see how much we have in here so far. After this one is completed, we should have saved $378. And so far we have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, and 71. So $171. That is really good. We are making amazing progress on that one. We're just shy of about $200 away from completing that goal. So that is really good. Let's go up to our next one. This is Nigel's Nuts from Liz and Les, and we have $45 in this one. I'm doing the bottom number on this one, so this will have saved us a total of $150 when it's done. All right, this one from our friend Marlene over at Snow Gardener 307. We haven't even started on the front of it yet, and the front of this will save $100. On the back here, each letter is worth 5. So we have already done a total of 20, 40, 45, 50, 55, $60 in this one. And we have just barely scratched the surface of the back. This is going to be a great saver when it's done. We'll probably be able to finish this next one up next time we come back to it. This is the Strawberry Shortcake Challenge from Lisa Grateful Me and the Happy Mailbox Co. We're just $20 away from finishing this one, and this one has in it 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60. So this will be $180 when it's done. We should be able to finish this one up next time, if not sometime in November for sure. So this little ray of sarcastic sunshine is from Becca Budget 777, and we started this one today with $6. All right, and then we did this one today for 20. Was it 20 or was it 25? Oh, it was 25. All right, so we started that one today with 25. We have not started this one, and we have not started the It Happens yet, but that is awesome. We are doing really good on our emergency fund. I absolutely love it. And again, I wouldn't have any of this extra side hustle money to go into it if it wasn't for you guys. So thank you so much. The next thing that we are going to do is we are going to put another $166 into our fun portion of it, which is through our vacation. So we have 20, 40, 60, 81, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, and 66. So this money is going towards vacation. We do have the cruise for my dad's 80th birthday already fully funded, but we're working on either the next cruise that we have planned or one that we might be booking for some time in 2026 with Junior. I'm not 100% sure, but I will tell you guys, we definitely want to bump up the vacation savings because cruises are our preferred method of family vacations right now. And Junior is free under most cruise line promotions until he hits age 12. So my husband and I were talking that we really want to be able to make as many memories with him while he's cheap or free until he is age 12. And then after that, we'll kind of slow down a little bit. But we would like to do 2 cruises a year. Maybe like one during the school year and then one in the summertime until he's age 12. And then we'll go back down to like one a year or one every other year, based on whatever we can afford after that. So, all right, let's go ahead and work on this one. This is from Lemon Ivy. Speaking of cruise, we have a cruise ship here. So let's go ahead and scratch one of these. Oh, that's an 11. I think we can do another one on this one. Let's do this one right here. Okay, and that's a 15, so we're going to put 26 into this one. Okay. All right, so we have 20, 25, and 26. So I'm going to leave that out just in case I can come back around to it. I'm going to subtract the 26. We have $140 left. So this one is from Jen over at Teach Save Travel. And this is the cruise savings challenge here. Every one of these is $10. So let's go ahead and roll a dice and see how much we're going to put into this one. I'm actually going to do a 4-sided dice because I don't want to put $60 into one challenge. That would be a lot. Oh, and we're doing 4. Okay, perfect. So we have 20 and 40 going into this one. And we are going to do hearts around our cruises here since we just love cruises in this house. Okay, so we have 4 hearts on there representing $40 going into this one. Okay, so let's go ahead and subtract the 40. All right, then we have this one. This is the Passport of Savings from my friend Eva over at Budget Your Life. So let's go ahead and see, where do we want to go today? She sent us this. We have this amazing set of passport stickers. Let's go ahead and do a $15 savings. And I am going to go to France. We're going to go to Nice in France for $15. So we'll put that passport sticker right there, and we will do $5, $10, and $15 going into this one. That one is super cute. I absolutely love it. It is so much fun. So let me go ahead and put this right there. I will put that right in here. So let me subtract 15. Okay, we have $85 left. So now we're going to do this one. This is from Ko-fi, actually. This is a freebie that I came out with for hitting 2,000 subscribers in, I believe it was April that I hit that. So let's go ahead and roll a dice, and we're going to see how many of these we're going to do today. Okay, we are going to do just one. So I'm going to make it one of the $20 ones at the top there. All right, so let's go ahead and get out a marker. Let me see if I can find the same color that I used before. I think it's this one. Okay, there we go. So we're going to subtract another 20. Okay, so we have $65 left, and we have $20 going into this one. All right, the next one we're going to work on is Cash Budgeter Goes on Vacation. This is a free savings challenge game from my friend Miranda over at Shades Budgets and from Cash Countess Court. So this is the Cash Budgeter Goes on Vacation. It comes as a digital download from their Ko-fis. And what we are going to do is we are going to take our little icon character here. Where did I put him? All right, there we go. We'll use this little ducky, and we are going to roll a dice, and we're going to move the ducky along the game board and see where we go. All right, so we're going to go 6. I'm going to skip over the ones that are X'd out. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. It says move back 2 spaces. So we have 1 and 2. Okay, so how I'm doing this one is the first time I land on it, I am going to color in the number and save that amount. So this is a 3. Okay, and then the next time I land on it, I'm going to cross it off and I'm not going to land on it again. So we're going to put in 1, 2, and 3. Let's keep going. 5. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have the Pack Your Bags challenge. Okay, so pack your bags. We only have one more to do on that one. So I'm going to go ahead and mark that off, and we're going to save the $1 for that one. And then I'm also going to mark off the Pack Your Bags on there. I'm actually also going to mark off the move back 2 spaces since we've landed on that one as well. All right, so there we go. This card is completed. I'm going to move that right down there. This card is completed. And this card is completed. The only one that we have left is don't forget your snacks. And that is a very important step. You cannot forget your snacks. So let's keep going. 2, 1, 2. Okay, this is roll and times 2. Ooh, let's see how much we're going to save. All right, we're going to save $8. So let's put back 2. We're going to move up 5 and 10. All right, so let's keep going. 1. Okay, so we're landing on that 3 again. So now I'm going to mark it off. We're going to save the $3, and then now it is completely marked off. So let's put these 2 back and pull out another 5. I think I'm going to go for $5 more so I could do even $20 in here. So let's keep going. 6. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's a 1. So we're going to fill in the 1 for the first time, landing on it. All right, let's roll again. 2, 1, 2. It says now go book that trip. So I'm going to go to the next space. So we'll land right up here, and that is a 1. Okay, there we go. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another roll in times 2. And we got 4 again. So we're going to take out, we're going to save 8. So we're going to take out these 2. We're going to put in 5 and 10. And then we are going to take out 5, 10, 15, 20 and put in a 20. So we're actually saving $25 in this one today. And I'm going to mark this one off for that we landed on it twice now. So pretty much the only thing we have to do is we have to land on this one again, and then we have to land on the don't forget your snacks, and we're going to save 3 in that one. So I think I'm actually going to just finish this up right now. That way we have a little bit of money to go into our vacation binder today. So this is the 2, this is the 1, so that's 3, and then we have 4 and 5. So we're going to put another $5 bill right in there. And then this is a completed savings challenge. That is super awesome. This one has been super fun. And like I said, it's a freebie, so you can't beat the price. That is awesome. Savings with a freebie is the best thing ever. So this one saved us a total of, let me pull out my envelope and we can count and see how much this one saved us. It is a super great saver. We saved $30 alone today. So let's see how much this one saved us all together. Thank you so much to Miranda over at Shades Budgets and Cash Countess Court for creating this. We saved 20, 40, 60, 80, 85, 90, 95, 96, and $97. Holy smokes. That is awesome. So this is $97 that is going to go into our not emergency fund, our vacation fund, the best fund that there is. We need another challenge to go in here, but I'm going to do that on next time. So let's go ahead. We're using this one as a catch-all. So actually, let's go back up here and let me see how much we have left, because I was definitely not paying attention and keeping track of it on there. But let's see how much we have left after we scratch one or two of these. All right, that's a 9, so we can definitely go again. And let's go up here. Oh, that's a 13. Okay. So we're going to put 22 into this one. So we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 21, and 22. All right, so this one from Lemon Ivy, let's count and see how much this one has in it, because I don't think we're coming back to this one again today. We'll count and see how much we have in here all together so far, though. All right, so far out of $150, we have 20, 40, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, and 92. That is awesome. So we are about $58 away from finishing that, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 scratchers left to go. So that will be a great saver and money going into our vacation fund next time. All right, let's now roll the 4-sided dice again and see. Let's see how much we have left though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If we do that, then we could maybe put the rest of the money in our catch-all. Yeah, let's do that. So we're going to go ahead and put $10 into this one from Jen over at Teach Save Travel. This is her cruise savings challenge. We're going to heart another one of these $10. I'm actually going to color in the hearts because they look super cute when they're colored in. We love our cruises. All right, so $10 more going into this one. We have 10, 20, 30, 40, $50 in this one so far. Okay. And then we have our passport of savings. So let's count and see how much is in that one. 20, 40, 45, 50, and $55 into that one so far. That is really good. All right, let's see how much we have of our $2,000 savings challenge. We have 20. Whoop. All right, hold on. We got 50s in here. We have 51, 52, 20, 45. So $245. That is really good. All right, and then the last amount we're going to put back here into our catch-all, and then I'll have to replace one of those challenges with a vacation challenge pretty soon. So we have $3 left. Let's do one of these 2s and one of these 1s. Okay, so that is all 166 into this one. And this one has now saved us a total of 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, and 31. So that one should save us 35 when this is all said and done. This one is from Wild Everest on Etsy. I think I actually have some vacation challenges down here. So let me see if I can replace this one. All right, I'm going to do this one. This is from Rainbow Budgets. This is Save 100 with values 8 through 12. It is another cruise ship savings because, like I said, I just love my cruising and I love saving for cruises. So we're going to go ahead and start this one in the vacation binder next time. And we will allocate this money towards our vacation. So we completed 2 savings challenges today. We completed this one. I'm going to write down on here that this was for vacay. Okay, and then I am going to say that this one is also for vacation because we're going to allocate this money right now. So vacay. All right, so that when I get to the end of November and I see that these are not, they don't have any cash with them, at least I know where they're gonna go. So we're gonna get out our cruise vacation binder. So this binder is for all of my cruise money. And the way that I am doing this is I am taking all of the bills that I have. I am going to roll a 4-sided dice, and that is going to tell me how many bills each envelope is going to get. So let's go ahead and roll this dice and see how many bills our cruise fare is going to get. All right, that one is going to get 2, so 1 and 2. All right, let's see. What about our food and drink? Actually, I'm going to turn it this way. Our food and drink is going to get 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let's see. What about our airfare? How much is our airfare going to get today? That one's going to get 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. And then our excursions. How much are we putting into that one? Just one little $5 bill for that one for now. All right. Hotel. How much is hotel going to get? That one is getting 2. 1 and 2. All right, what about transportation? How much are we putting in that one? That one's getting 2, 1 and 2. All right, what about tips? How much are we putting in that one? That one's getting 3, 1, 2, 3. So if I ever fully fund one of these categories, I'll just remove the envelope and then we will just save in the other categories. All right, souvenirs is going to get 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Souvenirs is pretty important. My husband wants those ship models. Shopping, let's see how much that one's going to get. 2, 1, and 2. Got a 20. All right, let's see what's next. The next one is, spa. So this is stuff to do before we leave the cruise ship, or before we leave for the vacation, like get my hair done. So that's going to get 2, 1, and 2. And then the last one is casino. How much is, oh no, that's the second to last one. Casino's going to get 2, 1, and 2. Oh no, it is the last one. These ones are ones that I'm not using. So like I already paid for my travel insurance. I don't need miscellaneous yet. We usually don't book the photo packages on the ship. My oldest son usually doesn't go with us, so he will stay home and we don't need to pay for pet boarding, and we're not going to any resorts, so we don't need that one. All right, so we have a little bit of money left over. Let's go back up to the front and see how many bills our cruise fare is going to get on the second go round. All right, that one is going to get 1, so we're just going to put an extra $1 with it. And for food and drink, that one is going to get 3, 1, 2, and 3. And then for our airfare, we have, how many bills go into that one? 1, okay. So we have $2 left. Is our excursion's going to get the last $2? Nope, it's just going to get $1. So we're going to put an extra $1 towards our hotel. All right, let's go up to the front and take a look and see. And each of our cruise ships on this tracker, and this set of trackers is available in my Etsy. Each cruise ship is available, or is 120. So we already have 1 colored in. Let's see how much we have in here total. We have 20, 40, 60, 80, 120. So that one is how much we already have. I'm actually going to put a little paper clip on that. Let me get out a little one. Okay, so that way I'll know that this one is already colored in for this one. What I think I'm going to end up doing is once I get like 1 row of ships colored in, I'm going to deposit the money and then make a payment on our next cruise. All right, so then extra we have 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and 46. So we don't have enough to color in another cruise ship yet, but we're going to keep saving for that. Okay, in food and drink, today it got a total of $18. Each of our little food and drink icons is worth $55. So let's see how much we have in here all together. If we have enough to color in an icon, we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 36, 37, and 38. Ooh, that is really good, but not quite yet. Probably next time we come in here, we'll have enough. All right, so we have airfare. Airfare, each of our little airplanes is worth $63. So let's see how much we have in here now altogether. We have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, and $36 in airfare. So not quite there yet. I will be, like I said, I'm going to be bumping up the vacation savings in the new year. So I know you guys are thinking that if I'm putting into this like just $160 a month that I'm never going to get to another cruise, but we will for sure. It's just going to, this year we were doing it with just side hustle money, but next year we're going to do it with, we do put $300 a month into our vacation budget, and that's going to go up a little bit more too. So in excursions, this each icon is worth 30. We have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. So not enough to fill in another icon on that one. All right, so then in hotel, we got $11. And let's see if we have enough to color in another icon. Each of these icons is worth 20. So we have 20 and 40, which means we already have 2 icons colored in. Let me get another paper clip. Okay, so I'm going to paper clip these together representing that we have that one. And then in cash, we have 5, 10, 15, and 16. So $4 shy of another icon. We'll definitely be able to color that one in next time. All right, so then in transportation, each one is worth $15. We are already able to color in 1. So we have 10, 15, and then in cash, we have 5, 10, 15. So we can color in another one. That is awesome. We have a total of 30, which is 2 icons in this one. Let me go ahead and get a marker out, and I'm going to color in another one of these little cars. So transportation for us would be either an Uber from the airport to the hotel or vice versa, or a shuttle service if we fly in the day before, which, I mean, we always fly in the day before, but like if we don't stay with family and we need a shuttle service that'll take us from the hotel the day before to the port. In some place like Orlando, that's pretty popular, where the port is a little further away from the airport. So Orlando is the airport for Cape Canaveral, and that's about an hour away from the airport. So transportation has $30 in it now, and another icon colored, and that's great. So we are definitely making progress. Okay, tips. Each one of these icons is $15, and we definitely are coloring in an icon because we got $15 today. So we have an extra $5 to save for next one. Let me go ahead and color in one of these cash icons. Okay, there we go. All right, so I'm going to paper clip this one. Oh, cruise fell over again because I keep going into my, I just need to pull out the, there we go. All right, these paper clips that I got from Chaos Budgets are absolutely, or Chaos Budgeting, are perfect for this one, so I'm definitely going to use those. All right, so we have that one representing that we have one of our icons colored in and $5 progress towards another one. All right, so next one is souvenirs. Each of our souvenirs is worth 10, and last time we were able to do 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So we definitely have a good amount in here already. All right, so we have 20, 40, 45, 50, 51, 52, 53, and $54. So we have the 50 here representing that we have the money in there, and then we have an extra 4. So let me go ahead and paper clip this together. Okay, there we go. All right, and then for shopping today got $21. That is really good. So each of these icons is 5. Shopping is shopping to do before we get on the ship. That's not souvenirs. So shopping is if my husband or Junior want a new Hawaiian shirt or need a new Hawaiian shirt for the trip, or if I need a new dress for a certain theme night on the ship, I would use this for that. So each icon is $5. So we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 45. So 20, 40, and 5 have already been colored in. And then we have another 21. So I'm going to color in another 4 or another 5 icon, 4 icons. All right, so let me go ahead and do that. Okay, there we go. So we are $1 towards our next icon, and then we will paperclip this together. Okay, there we go. This is, I'm predicting, going to be the first category that we have fully funded, and we can put that into the vacation bucket. All right, so the next one is going to be the spa. Now this again is money to get my hair done before we even go on the ship. So each icon is 15. We have 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. So let me actually break this 20. Okay, so then we can indicate that we have a $15 icon done, and I'm going to color in this one right here. Okay, there we go. Okay, so that one is ready to go. And then towards the next icon, we have 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So perfect. All right. All right, casino. I am definitely not really a gambler. Like if I do $10, if I do $100 on a sailing, that's kind of a lot for me. So each of these icons, I made $5, and we have $1, $2, $3, and $4. So not enough to color in an icon. We'll definitely get that one next time. But that is it for me today, guys. I have $2 to put into our Ding 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 box, representing 2 completed savings challenges. But thank you guys again so very much. I would not have any of this if it wasn't for you guys. And I am 100%. Oh, I have another one, don't I? I totally forgot about this one. All right, I am not going to worry about this one. I'm actually just going to paperclip this and put it in here, and I will allocate this money next time. I completely forgot. This is actually emergency fund money. Poop, poop, poop. All right, I need to figure out how I'm going to do that. All right, let me pause the video. Let me figure this out and I'll be back. All right, friends, it's been a little bit and I have come up with a solution. So I finished $170 worth of emergency fund challenges, but I accidentally put that into my vacation binder. So I need to come up with $170 to put into from my vacation binder into my emergency fund. So I had this challenge that I finished that totaled $97, okay? So we have 170 that we needed to put in there. This challenge is 97, so if we minus the 97, we're still short $73. So what I decided to do was I actually am taking 75, we'll call it a $2 I'm a ding dong penalty, out of my April's Fresh Start 2,000 subscriber vacation challenge. And I reprinted it. That's the beauty of having it on Ko-fi, and filled in the bubbles to be $75 less. Okay. So this is going to go into my vacation binder. I'm going to get rid of this one and the $75 along with this $97 is going to go into my emergency fund. And I promise I will pay better attention in the future to make sure that I do not screw up and put vacation challenges in emergency fund and vice versa. So I guess this is just my subconscious's way of telling me that I really wanted a vacation. But that's all right. All right, that is it for me today. This problem is now fixed. And this money is going to get deposited into my emergency fund. So I am going to put down on here that this needs to go, this 197 plus 75 is going to be 172. So again, it's an extra $2. We'll call that the ding dong penalty, but it is what it is. And this is going to go into my emergency fund. So that is what we're going to do there. This will go in the completed savings challenge box for November because I already did film the completed challenges video. So these challenges will go in the November box. Even though that video has not come out yet, it's going to conclude these in November. All right, that's it for me today, guys. I will see you in the next one. Have a good day. Bye-bye.